feel, and if it's possible to have a solid vibe with somebody that you just met like a few minutes ago or like an hour ago, have you ever had that experience? And do you think that it's possible it can happen?
Yes, it's possible. It can happen.
Is it?
Yes.
Well,
We're talking love at first sight.
Yes, love
okay.
at first sight. It happens all the time.
Wow.
All the time.
We've had it. Yes. Ding, 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 ding. So, okay, Freelove says it happens all the time. Love at first sight. It is not fiction. It is all facts. Like, I was just telling the guys, I believe in connection at first sight, not really love at first sight.
Yeah, there's connection. There's connection, and there's also love at first sight.
Okay.
So have you experienced this love affair? You seem very confident with your answer.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us.
When was the last time you felt this love at first sight situation?
Not sure.
Okay. I mean, we'll park that one. All right. But I'm going to park that one. Before that time, I mean, you said it happens all the time. You know what, as we have come to learn this new term, the past is not the present, guys. We're opening a new chapter of the book. The past is not the present. Let's talk a certain somebody. When was the last time you felt this, love at first sight situation?
Okay. The first time. Okay. So it was a connection. But it didn't grow into whatever that we thought it would be.
But it was instant. Was it instant for you and him?
Yes, it was an instant connection.
I mean, I said him. I'm presuming it was a him.
Well, this man ISO here has never experienced it. Can you describe the feeling? Because I've tried.
Okay, no. So for Freelove, right?
Yeah.
So you said you've experienced love at first sight. I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where is the love now? If it was real, like you're saying it is. So that means it wasn't love then, is it?
For me, when I saw him, I just loved him.
I mean, you have to clarify.
I don't know why he doesn't even. It's so sad. I don't know why. It's painful.
Wait. Did you find him physically attractive? Is it that? Because I don't get how you could see someone on the first day and then
It was everything in one at the same time. Like
okay.
Boom.
So what was the physical reaction? I know people they say they get butterflies in their stomach. Your heart might be racing a little bit quicker than normal. Sweaty palms. Does love at first sight manifest itself physically? So you feel it in your
bones,
in your bones,
your
in the
veins.
core of your being. You understand? And you feel it in your brain.
Okay, you guys. I probably have experienced this sort of thing.
Probably.
Yes. Now that I think about it, I mean, I've been thinking about it all day and wondering, have I? And I feel as if I have. There are some people that I fell for, especially especially when I was in school. I'm not kidding. No,
in school?
Yeah.
No, SHS?
SHS,
Uni?
JHS.
JHS there.
Uni, no.
JHS, yes, a crash.
Uni, no.
And
it
intense.
wasn't, babe, it wasn't a crash. I'm not kidding.
Really?
JHS.
Yes.
JHS.
I like that. I like the way you had to cast your mind back to JHS.
It's not as if it's not. Can you stop giving me that look, ISO? I'm not a cold-hearted human being like you. I actually feel these things, yo.
Love at first sight.
Are we on the same page? Yeah.
I mean, now, well, I think we have three tiers of people here. I think we have Nancy and Freelove on the side of love at first sight. They believe in it. I don't, but I believe in connection at first sight, which is tier 2. And then we have some cold-hearted demons here. DJ ISO, who says he does not care. Oh, who first, second, fourth, and guy.
But honestly, there are some people that when you see, it may not be mutual. I'm not saying that, it may not be mutual, but there are some people that when you meet them, you just kind of know. And I've got to be honest, there are some of these people that I still know, in my life. And then at a later period, you realize that the person felt the same. You all just didn't act on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you slack.
Because you were probably in high school, you didn't, think it was right at the time, whatever it is. But later on in your life, when you reconnect, you're probably married, he's probably married, that kind of thing. And then you
and now the
realize
attraction is down there.
it's not down anyway.
Okay, no, I so agree that love at first sight is
It's
all
waist
happening
down.
waist down. Guys, listen, WhatsApp us if you are team waist down. Let us know. I don't know where our WhatsApp number is going. Nancy, tell them to message us.
0202-629860. 0202-629860. Send us your messages. And we'll get them out there. But we did have a poll out, and we have a few messages, coming with that poll. So we'll let our people know as well and read them out as well. But I think that love at first sight is not easy to explain.
Okay.
From the way that it's going, it's not easy to explain.
Yes, clearly, team love at first sight, you're having a hard time here.
Yes.
Exactly, because I feel any statement that comes from you that includes probably or I kind of feel.
Oh, I presume.
I presume. That means
feelings are difficult to explain.
Yeah.
Feelings are difficult to explain.
On a general note. And
especially if it's real. Especially
Free love said especially if
you don't have anything. There's nothing that can really explain. There's nothing you just can't get the right words.
Passionate.
I do want to ask everybody a question though, and I want to start with Free Love. What was the last date that you went on?
Wow.
Or the last time you went, okay, rephrasing, everybody think about it. What was the last time you went on a first date with somebody? The last time you went on a first date with somebody. When was that?
It's been
long?
Yeah,
it's been a while.
It's
okay.
been a while.
Because I want to know what would have made you during the first date know that you want to have a second date. ISO.
I think that's where the connection comes in.
Okay, so now you believe that there's a connection at first sight.
No. Wait. Don't get it twisted.
We are not getting it twisted. No, ISO. We get you clearly.
Yes, there could be connection at first encounter. You feel me? Not at first sight.
When was the last time you experienced that?
Probably somewhere last year.
Okay.
Yeah. So you date and then you find out that the person is interesting or she may find you interesting, and it goes the best way when it's
mutual.
When it's mutual. So that's the only reason, or like that's the only.
So is it that you protect yourself because you probably feel the person doesn't feel the same, or the person's not getting the same vibe?
Nah, you both know. I think. You both know,
yeah.
I think
I want to ask Free Love a question. This is actually coming from Miss G, and she says that, in hindsight, would you have acted differently on the show to protect yourself and your heart if you knew that something like that could have happened?
Yes, I would have, because I didn't know. I would have protected myself.
Okay.
Yes, I would.
How
have,
so?
Because I wasn't expecting to be disappointed, like in my face, like boom, like that.
Boom, like that.
Okay, so you would have kind of been less open.
Less open about it. You see, when ladies, that's the reason why ladies, when they like guys,
they don't say it.
They don't say it because
I agree.
These guys, they will just mess you up.
Free Love, listen, I 100%. Listen.
No, Helen,
listen,
don't go there.
I absolutely can relate to Free Love for sure.
Is shaking his head up and down.
And
saying,
it's true. I definitely
no.
know the feeling of holding back. The thing is, listen, guys, the way if you're feeling somebody, it's not a crime to express yourself. I think most times people feel embarrassed if that said, attraction feeling isn't reciprocated. The thing to remember is that there is no shame in experiencing a strong attraction to somebody, and there's no shame in letting them know. Somebody feels the same, it's a bonus. If not, I think it's how people then treat us after the fact that makes us feel embarrassed. Because if they meet you with that same energy, it's a plus. When you're rejected is when you suddenly feel embarrassed. And there is no shame.
But I honestly don't have that kind of shame. If I tell you, you're not, that's it. I don't care. I don't feel ashamed. I actually feel relieved, sort of, because I feel like I've gotten something off my chest. Okay. But it looks like Free Love is of a different view, because she says she would have acted differently.
Should have protected herself.
Yes, I would have protected
myself. Have you ever done that before? Protect yourself?
Yes, I've protected myself before.
so that you find that whilst you are kind of free falling, you catch yourself before you land.
I think
that's what you do.
I think ISO is into the business of protecting himself. That's why he doesn't allow himself to experience love at
ISO,
first
talk
sight.
to us. Do you think that's the case? You think it's cautious to watch yourself so you don't like tumble?
I don't know if being logical about the whole thing is taking care of yourself, because I feel after you date someone, you should logically not fall in there at that point. You have to give
you're
it.
one of those people that's always go with your head.
No,
I don't understand what that means.
Look, I say you don't choose who you fall for. It just happens, right?
Yeah.
It just happens.
Right?
Yeah, true.
I mean, Freelove, you said it just happens. Do you think you have a type? And
yeah, I think everyone does,
yes.
right?
Yes, you definitely have a partner.
No, I don't have a type.
You're joking.
I don't have a type whatsoever.
I don't have a type.
No, me, I go on connection, like I said.
Yeah, so that's your type.
My type is
The
connection.
person's got to connect with your
but in terms, okay, I think I should say a physical type.
That's
a physical
true.
type. I don't have not at all.
Really?
Hey, like you've seen my
This one,
AE.
dear.
I don't have a type whatsoever.
Anti-flavor.
Yes.
Anti-flavor, are you sure?
I'm very sure.
I'm sure by now we all know what Freelove's type is.
Freelove, what is your type? Talk to us. I mean, you're on the market now. You said it's been a long time since you went on a date. This
really
could be
hung
the
up.
day your luck changes. So we might have a listener that falls within your
Yeah.
criteria. What is
Yeah.
your type? Talk to me.
Is this your type?
Well,
She's really hung up on this one. We need to get her mind away from,
Yes.
Anyway,
the
so-
past is not the present. We're moving forward.
We're moving
What's
forward.
your type? Physical.
Ignatius has disappointed me.
But what's your
So
Well,
so?
are you not over Ignatius?
She's a little bit hung up, I can
Yeah,
tell.
you said. I mean, we're asking a question. You said Ignatius something. You give
That's
yourself-
why we're moving forward now. We want to move past it, and we want to know what your type is.
okay.
Let's know what your type is and let's see if we can hook you up.
I like
Uh-huh.
the dark skin.
Dark skin, you like some beard?
I like some beard.
Yeah. What else?
You should be at least taller than me.
Yes. Yes.
You should be
Yes.
business minded.
Yes.
Business minded. Okay.
Smart.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
I'm looking at him.
We're not-
Well, are we making a bit of a connection here? Is there
Yes,
something happening that I can't see in
absolutely.
studio?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay. We might be doing it. Might be doing our own.
you, baby.
Okay. Wow.
Guys,
Ooh.
I think we'll probably need to take a break now
We
because
should.
it's getting really hot in here. We're still keeping it real here on 3FM 92.7. My name is Nancy. I'm here with Helen, DJ ISO, and of course, Freelove from Date Rush fame. We have a few messages coming in here. We're going to go through them quickly. This is, it doesn't say where it's from, but the person says, I side with Freelove's actions on Date Rush. Like, how do you disrespect two ladies and just get away with it just like that? Good, she put him in his rightful place. Okay, so this is for you, Freelove. There's another message that says, I'm Manuel from Tema. Please, Freelove isn't being real here. You like someone at first sight, but the word love isn't an instant germination, but grows slowly.
Wow,
You-
Farmer Brown.
Mhm.
Germination. Okay.
This is
Okay.
Manuel from Tema. He says
Wow.
you may feel these weird feelings and you cannot control yourself, but it's like, because if it's love, shorthand and all, because if it's love, then it should yield to marriage. Oh,
Yield
please, not
germination.
necessarily.
This one is in the
What do you
business
say
of
to Manuel?
cultivation.
Manuel, people, like I said earlier, love at first sight happens all the time.
Whoa.
You can meet someone for the first time, and in 6 months you're married. Even 6 months is just too long.
Hey,
Yes.
madam.
Yes, within
6 months.
3 months.
I feel it's all last, man. It's last.
It's not last. People get married within
last at
6
first
months.
sight.
Yeah, last month. So we're not even listening to you again.
People get married
sight.
within, for real. People
no.
get married within 6 months
Nah.
after they meet.
I'm
Yeah?
I'm
Yes.
a believer of the fact that love takes a while to build.
So,
yeah,
must love necessarily lead to marriage?
You meet the person.
Must love necessarily lead to marriage?
Nah.
No?
Nah, I don't.
Yeah,
think
this
so.
is what Manuel is saying. Manuel, they disagree with you. All right, so we'll go through a few more messages and we'll take a quick break. And then when we get back, we carry on with this conversation. This is from Na. She says, love at first sight is real, but connection at first sight is super real compared to love at first sight. I like this one. Thank you now for your message. And this is Kojo from Banana Inn. Don't be surprised at all that the guy with you doesn't appreciate love at first sight. DJ Isa, this is a direct jab in your direction, man. You know, we're not surprised. Don't worry, Kojo. We're not surprised. He says, love at first sight is a fictional, emotional thing that is experienced by emotional people. Hey, this one, dear. Is this shade? It sounds shady, oh. And girls being emotional experience that thing, not guys. Really? We guys, after the first date, is looking for the next time the lady will come visit for other extra benefits.
Exact.
This Kojo, is he your friend, Iso?
It's Iso that's messaging you from his phone. Oh, he has been on his phone. This is from him.
What do you say about this, Helen? This is an emotional thing that girls feel?
I mean, it's very annoying. Emotions are emotions. I don't know why people think that the absence of emotion is logic. You're not talking anything sensible here because you can't cry. So let's move on, please. Kwejo from where?
This is Kojo from Banana Inn. His last
from
line,
Banana Inn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good
his
evening
last
to you,
line
sir.
is, how can Freelove be disappointed when she openly broke the heart of a guy by telling him he's so emotional? Freelove, if you're emotional like you are portraying, then go for the right person.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
Charlie, personal jokes, so tell him something. Tell him something.
I think she wants to gather herself for after the break because the ammunition is loading. Absolutely loading. Emotions are for everybody, please.
Well, we're going to go for a break, but quickly before we go, this is a line from Mike Nicholas movie. He says, if you believe in love at first sight, you will never stop looking. So keep that in mind.
Interesting.
And we will be right back. This is Joe Why not
me?
I love this song. All right, guys. So this is still keeping it real. We're on 3FM 92.7, and we're talking love at first sight, fact or fiction. We still have our poll running, so get involved and let's get conversational here. You can call us on 0592 928 795 and 0208 227 290. Your messages are still coming in. You can message us on 0202 62 9860. And we have in studio, of course, myself, Nancy. We have Helen. We have Freelove. And we also have DJ ISO, and I think we have a caller on the line. Good evening, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Manuel from Tema.
Manuel
from Tema.
Oh, yes. You are the one that texted us, eh?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So tell us.
Okay. What I want to say is to Freelove. Okay.
She's listening to you.
I've been watching this date rush for quite a long time now, and can you believe like Freelove can say that I like this person, but because of the dance moves, that is why I turn off the rush.
Thank you, boss.
Can you say you like someone at the same time say you because of this I've turned off the rush? Because if you love someone, okay, like there should be something that you hate about the person, but because of you loving the person, you still be with that person. Yes. And with Ignatius' case, I will say thank you to him because he was very matured. Yes.
Thank you, boss.
Yes. Because the question he asked, okay, is when you get married to someone, you don't just marry the person. You marry the person and his or her family.
Hey.
I don't know if you agree with me, but
of course we do. But I mean, what we're talking about is love at first sight. So she probably didn't fall for other people, but she did fall for this one. So what's wrong with that?
Yes, you can like someone, but you love someone based on certain things that will happen.
Hey. Anyway, she's here. Do you have anything to say to Manuel from Tema?
Manuel.
Yes.
I understand you clearly, but it seems you also don't get me. You know, I actually, it was love at first sight when I saw Ignatius. When I saw him, I actually
Helen, stop dying.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I heard you said you felt it in your bones.
The rest of them was just like, okay, I just liked them.
But
this one was different. And unfortunately for me, I got disappointed.
Oh. Anyway,
I'm
so
sorry for that too.
Are you okay now? Are you satisfied with the answer?
I'm okay, but please, she shouldn't always be turning off those guys rush because it's also painful.
So is it my fault now? Anyway, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manuel. Anyway, so we have Manuel there, saying that you shouldn't turn off, rushes, but I don't know. He doesn't decide that anyway. So Helen is looking at the poll. We'll pick a few more calls and then we can get straight into our poll. We have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Anthony, this house I'm calling from Michelle Camp.
Michelle Camp. Okay. Thank you for calling. What's your input?
Fast forward, let me jump to Freelove.
Hey, Freelove. Freelove is popular today.
What Michelle did last week, I could say it's some kind of revenge. Because he's revenging his fellow guys. Sometimes the guys will come and all the 10 girls will turn off their life.
Well, if they don't like them, they don't.
and it makes us also turn this flash off. He doesn't also like, what is the disrespect you are talking about?
Okay, so people are still talking about disrespect. Freelove.
He said Ignatius disrespected them. And here comes the case, some guys will come, and the 10 girls will all turn their rashes off.
But it's relative. If you don't feel somebody's vibe, you can't just, go on a date with them just because. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're going to give her a second to answer because we have another caller on the line.
Okay.
So, Freelove, what do you have to say to him?
Okay, so you're calling it a revenge. If he is doing that, then I don't think it's right. You can't feel something for someone. You can't say because you did this to this person,
then
whatever I feel, I'll bury it and then revenge. You never know. He probably liked me, but because of the revenge that you think or he sees, the way he sees it as a revenge. He probably buried everything he's feeling, and then he did whatever he did.
All right. Are you all right now? Thank you for calling and sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good day.
Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm Freeman from Medina.
From Medina. All right. So tell us, what's your input?
Oh, love at the first time. It's real.
It's real? Wow.
Yeah.
I need to ring the
It's
bell.
very real.
Boss, you shocked me.
There's one thing that love at the first time can lead you to fall for the person instantly. It can be the lady, the way she talk,
Ooh.
the way she smile,
The way she dances.
Yeah, for real.
I see.
This,
All right.
all those things can count. So free love to take her turn. It's normal because sounds like we guys like the new 3 months per se. New 3 months, you can feel for this lady, but the lady can't see.
So it happens. It
happens.
happens.
So you
All
see
right.
that the lady will be like, no, I don't feel for you. So it's head.
All right. So
we've
we
lost the
that
caller.
call. We have another caller on the line. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
Your
This is
name?
Kojo
Kojo. Hello, Kojo.
from Banana.
Oh, Banana. You've been texting us this evening.
Yeah.
All right.
But DJ Wooten, the name like young
ISO.
DJ ISO.
you my party was it.
One time, bro.
Okay. That absence of emotion is actually mind over heart.
Whoa.
And that is we guys, we think. You get it? Actually, every human being should always proceed with the mind before the heart.
100.
That
Exact.
with ladies, because you have been wired emotionally, what happens is that you leave the mind a little bit behind and then go with the heart.
Really? I see.
That is good. That is good. It helps with the guy. Because if we are all trying to be rational, it wouldn't help. It wouldn't be able to fit. You get it? But let's face fact. If a lady should disappoint a guy, to say no to a guy, it's normal. Look at the number of ladies that have said no to guys. Really, we are dying.
Thank you so much, Jojo. Kojo from Banana. Thank you so
All
much
right,
for
all right.
calling.
So one time, God will bless you.
All right. Wow. Guys, what do you think? Hey, I say you got fans power
yeah,
this
that's
evening. Anyway, we will go straight to our poll. We have to make way for the news at 8 o'clock. So we still have a few minutes, maybe some 10, 15 minutes on the clock to go. Helen, what's our poll saying?
That's a very good question, Nancy. And I have to get back to you on that.
All right, Helen. So we're back on
Yes.
the clock with our poll. What's up? What are the
All right, so as always, you guys can get involved with the polls on all our socials at 3FM927. We put it up a couple of days before the actual show. What we wanted to know, we said, love at first sight, is it fact or is it fiction? And 55% of you said that yes. I don't know how we've actually structured this question. Love at first sight, is it fact or
this
fiction?
is all on you, babe.
I feel like 55% of you think that it can happen. Yes.
Yes.
22% of you say no, lie, be brave, fiction.
Yeah.
And 23% of you said, you just don't know. You don't know whether
So
you're
they're
coming
like
or going.
Then they feel a
Yes,
connection,
they're like,
but
yeah,
they don't-
I don't think, love at first sight
So
is
the
real.
55% is a louder voice.
The louder
Says,
voice. They're
Yes,
saying yes,
can
you
happen.
can feel love at
high
first
five, babe.
sight. We have a comment from Onika Prince. She says she wants to hear the Say So remix. And then Dr. Solution 11. He said, love at first sight sometimes just is not real.
Okay.
Sometimes.
That's good.
So I guess some people are of the opinion that, it's possible. I think people are on the fence. It's possible.
I think a lot of people are quite confused with this topic, and we have a few more messages coming in, but I'm going to just go through this little thing that I saw online on psychologytoday.com, and it says that psychology. Okay. I'm going to go back to that. This is a little bit too long. I don't think we have enough time to go through it. But let's go through some of our messages now, and then we can go through that later. But this is coming from Jamie from Tema, and says, free love shouldn't be emotional. That's karma. Rejecting a guy, rejecting a guy because of his ESD, not. Such is life. That's how the guy feels when they turn their rashes off. Jamie from Tema, what do you have to say to Jamie? Did you ever do that? Somebody's ears?
Yeah, he was looking.
Hey, you too. You are intense. So
Hey,
yes, but
wow,
you say you don't have a
Me
type. What
too,
if the
no,
person
but-
comes with
Yeah, you
ears?
don't have a type.
Oh, I don't have a type. I mean, you might first come with ears. You know how it is when...
I don't know how it is.
No, guys. Everybody has experienced this thing before. When you first meet somebody, they might not be as attractive to you. The more you get to know them and their personality, suddenly Lil Wayne becomes Denzel. You know what I'm saying? They start to grow in your eyes. They get even more and more handsome, even more and more sexy to you. The reverse is also true. You might meet somebody and their ears are correct. There's a six-pack. They have lovely hair, but weeks down the line, months down the line,
You're like,
they don't even look as good to you because
there are one or two things you don't like.
so one or two or three or four.
Personality-wise?
Personality-wise.
Yeah.
So it happens.
Yeah.
So those of you who are calling a free love, asking her why she rejected based on yes and no's, it happens. Get over it.
I've got another question coming in from somebody on my phone, and the person's asking if you've been in touch with Ignatius, and is there a possibility post your date rush experience to get together?
I don't want him anymore.
What?
Hey, that's your baby. On to Jesus. Yes. And we started off the show by saying the past is not the present. Free love is a free agent. We're here to plug in. She's ready for her next date. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. If you're listening and you want to take free love on a date, you know what to do.
Yeah, well, we have another message coming from Ellie. He's sharing an experience. He says, I fell in love with a lady the first time I saw her.
Ooh.
Mind you, she wasn't even my type.
There you go.
There you go, ISO. There you go. Okay, so he says, so I had a short conversation with her for the first time. I couldn't shut up about her. I was talking about her for almost 4 days straight with my friends.
Aww.
I even prayed she shouldn't have had a boyfriend. After a week, we started dating.
Okay.
And we've been together over a year, and we've never had a single argument.
Oh, that's what
Booyaka.
Listen.
Yes, love at
So
first
what
sight.
was he telling his friends about this girl?
Ah.
Someone that he's met, he's met just before.
I mean, he
Friends,
couldn't stop talking about her.
That what, she's beautiful?
I mean, have you never met somebody and then you can't
It
stop
ends there.
talking
It ends
about
there.
them?
Love at first sight ends at the beauty.
No.
Okay.
I've definitely felt that thing where you haven't ever been out with a guy, and then when the date is finished, like you can't wait to tell all your friends about it. For a couple of days, you're like, oh my god, like, he wore this, or like we talked about this, and I think that's infatuation when you're, the beginning when you're obsessed with somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
It's
you want
lust.
You know what?
It's
Sometimes when
It's
you meet
lust.
someone and you're so into the person and you're vibing, like top-notch vibing, you're talking all day, but you really don't know the substance of what you're talking about, but you're still talking. You get what I'm saying?
And that's where
know what I'm
you
saying?
really don't know how to describe
Right,
exactly.
Right. So
I mean, very soon, adversity will show you whether or not it's love or lust. As soon as you hit your first roadblock,
as soon as there's a crisis situation.
thank you. As soon as there's a crisis, that's when you figure out if this person is here for the long haul or not.
Yeah. I get that as well. All right, so I'm gonna go now into my thing, and okay, what I have now is falling in love at first sight. It's one of those things you either believe in or you don't. So the concept of it is so fairy tale-esque. It's almost hard to believe it can actually happen in reality. But according to data from Match Singles in America, love at first sight happens more often than you think. So
Okay.
this is for you. So love at first sight is relatively easy to explain. So a Match chief scientific advisor and biological anthropologist, Dr. Helen Fisher, said in a press release, romantic love runs along certain electrical and chemical pathways through the brain, which can be triggered instantly Booyaka. I got you again.
Please, we don't know the credibility.
I
of this
got you
doctor.
again.
This doctor sounds very credible. Her name is Helen to start off
Oh,
with.
yeah.
Sounds like the kind of doctor that I would see.
So I think
she's just
generally myself and Freelove win on this one
Yeah.
because this thing is actually real.
You don't
and
It
no,
sounds-
from the
I mean,
poll,
from the poll, from the
poll,
doctor,
yeah.
from the evidence, from our callers, I think we can safely
can
conclude that.
confidently say.
For most people, it is a thing. They recognize it, they feel it, they have felt it.
Yeah.
For me, I still just believe in connection at first sight. There are people that I thought I loved at first sight, and when I look back, kite. No way.
What a waste of
What
emotions.
a waste. I'm like, listen, it wasn't love at all.
Is that how you feel?
Right now, yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
I definitely know.
I said that he hasn't even tried it, so
I think
No, he said he had
experience in
a
that
connection at first sight last year, he said.
connection,
Yes.
last year,
So he's familiar with the feeling.
Yeah.
okay. So
yeah.
anything more?
No, that's it.
Anyway, guys, it's been so great today. We've had so much fun. We've had, so many people calling in, giving us their viewpoints. We've had so many messages coming in. We've had Freelove in studio. Helen, you have to ring the bell on this one.
Oh, yes. It has been. So I'm a little bit distracted.
Yes. And we've had myself, Nancy. We've had ISO with his nice hair, who's never falling in love at first sight. And of course,
Yes, I would like to again shout out the president, Shatawale. It's Flavor Flav's wife.
Thank you so much. Larry has been here to join us in production. Nanadra has also, Myaja Khan has also been behind the console
Woo!
in the production booth, supporting us and helping us to get the show on the road. We have to make time for the news at 8. Any last words, you guys? We have 2 minutes.
My last words, as always, God might not be done with you, but I am.
Okay, I would say tough time don't last. Only tough people last.
Yeah? All right, Freelove. Any messages to anybody?
Okay.
Okay.
She's very soft-spoken.
So, very beautiful, very soft-spoken. Give us your last words.
Take that 2 seconds insane courage and jump.
Okay.
Wow, just jump into it.
Jump into it.
I like
All right,
that.
I like that a lot. I like
I'm a
that
sucker
lot.
for love, but I have no words. I'm just all into it. So thank you, Ellie. Thank you.
You didn't mention your boyfriend today.
No, I'm not mentioning it. So you
Mention
ring the
him, sir.
bell
Mention
for me.
it, mention
so
it,
you
mention
ring
it.
the bell on me.
Mention
I'm
it.
not having it
Are we
today.
shouting at your boyfriend?
We're done, guys. Catch us again. Catch us again next week, same time on Keeping It Real here on 3FM 92.7. Join us. Let's have a conversation about issues that affect you physically, emotionally, socially, even economically. You never know. And let's talk. Let's have a conversation. We're keeping it real here. Keep it locked on 3FM 92.7. We're out of here.
Bye.